so much punishment. Round pound, round two, round and pound, TKO. Nice.
Who is Scotty Miller? I literally have never heard of Scotty Miller. And you said he plays for the Bucks? I 100% have no idea who he is.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the V Report. It's your girl, Nora Natish, and your guy here, my co-host, Rick Sincere. Rick, say hello to the people. All right. So before we start this episode, I know you guys are all glued to your phones like I am all day, but we're going to start with some little housekeeping. So today is my foundation's second birthday, second anniversary. So I definitely want to shout out the hard work I do. Besides doing all this amazing sports stuff, I help the community, especially the DMV community. I help kids go to college. I also help kids get their first jobs. And we provide counseling for kids who have lost or been abandoned by their parents. So I wanted to make sure I shout my foundation, the VL Foundation, where I work tirelessly to make sure that we try to get kids the opportunities that others do not. So as of this week, we already put out 3 scholarships. So if you know people in the DMV area, which those don't know, DC, Maryland, and Virginia area, we are trying to give out money to help kids go to school. So please, if you know somebody, you are somebody, just go to the vlfoundation.org website and you can get your application there and fill it out. Me and my board members and my team will go through them and we'll be deciding who gets what scholarships. There's 3 of them, 3 different ones by June. So you want your check in the mail to add to your surplus. Those who got the surplus and those who got their first scholarship check, let it be the VL Foundation as your first check. So that is some first housekeeping. Second housekeeping, again, it's Women's History Month, so we're going to be celebrating women. And your girl, Nora Tish, being celebrated all week. I have an interview tomorrow I'll be on a show talking about being a woman in sports. So I'm very excited about it. And I know that Rick, my co-host, will definitely support me in that. And you guys continue to show love, and I appreciate everything you guys continue to do. Rick, anything you want to say before we get to the ghetto of football right now? All right. So, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about what everyone's talking about. Mr. Unnecessary, Mr. Pretty, Mr. Extra, Mr. could possibly be the starting quarterback for the Jets, Aaron Rodgers. So Aaron Rodgers this morning decided he was going to, no, I'm sorry, last night he put out a tweet saying, I'm going to be on the Pat McAfee Show to decide, McAfee, show to decide where he was going to go. And he was going to do that on that show. Clearly, Aaron and those guys know each other very well because he's always on that. He's always on that show. He's only the outlet he actually talks to and actually interacts with. So he was on there, and he technically did not say the contract was done. Instead, homie gave a whole bunch of a list of demands before he can go to the Jets. The Jets need to make some movements. The Jets have been making those movements, by the way. Some of the movements have been made. However, I want to give Aaron some credit because a lot of people have been shooting him and destroying him all day. He did say on the Pat McAfee Show that Jordan Love is going to be a great player. He's a great kid, and they got a good young team. Now, the difference between Aaron and Brett Favre would have never said that about Aaron Rodgers. So I am going to, yes, he would have never said that. I am going to definitely shoot Aaron that bail right there because you know what? That's my favorite quarterback. I ride for my homies, and you know how that be. And actually, we got a comment. Okay, the voice said, "Get it via no." Okay. Thank you, boys. Thank you for supporting and thank you for listening and listening to the show. So, okay. Aaron Rodgers will possibly, if everything goes according to what Aaron wants, Aaron is such a white boy. I love this for him because he gonna get what the heck he wants. Okay? Yes. If y'all, I'm a black woman, I say it. White men be doing whatever the heck they want. And 99% of the time they get what they want. And I'm just gonna say that he gonna probably get what he wants. Because I'm seeing how this whole thing's moving. The fact that the Jets are actually trying to make movements for some of these things that from some of Aaron's demands. Yeah, Aaron has not seen the Super Bowl since 2011. But people are bending over backwards like he Tom Brady, like he Joe Montana. I'm sitting here like, what are we doing? Again, I'm gonna let Aaron cook because I'm gonna let white men do what he won't do. I love me a white man do what he won't do. Because they are making those moves for this man. I think it's absolutely bonkers. But I'm like, you know what? It just fits. It fits. If it's that type of personality.
You think, wait a minute.
So I mean, don't get what we want. I mean, don't get what we want.
All right. Before we get into critical race theory, okay. So here's one thing. I'll just be honest, and I want you to be honest with us. Just for a second. Let's just talk to V.
Take out fandom.
V. Okay, yes. Take out fandom. Would you or would you not rather have Aaron Rodgers or Daniel Jones? Like, would you rather have Aaron Rodgers or Daniel Jones? Honest.
Aaron Rodgers.
All right. Rodgers. Do you not know that Aaron Rodgers understands that about a lot of teams who would rather have Aaron Rodgers? And he also knows that the news cycle is not, crazy robust because you can say what you want. They can call this a free agent frenzy if they want. This ain't no frenzy. There's a couple guys signing to some teams.
That's the next topic.
I'm just saying, like, this isn't a free agent frenzy, and he knows he's still at the top of everybody's news cycle. So if he wants to control the narrative a little bit and build some more cachet for himself, what's wrong with that? Because he knows that you love him just as much as all the other people who love Aaron Rodgers.
Well, I love Aaron differently.
Well, listen. I started off from a football standpoint. I'm gonna stay there, right?
That's all I'm talking about.
Stop it. But you have expressed your love for his game. And you aren't the only one feeling like that. A lot of people feel like that. So he knows I can either let Adam Schefter control this news cycle or I can control it myself.
Ian
right?
Rappaport.
Or I can let Ian control it or I can control it myself. And he decided to control it himself. I'm cool with that. Here's where we are with him, though. I'll be honest with you. And what I like the fact that he came out and said this, right? He said that he ain't the one holding it up, right? He said, and this is a quote. I'm gonna make sure I get this quote right. So he says that everybody's been saying he's been holding it up. He's been holding it up. He says, I haven't been holding anything up. At this point, it's been compensation that the Packers are trying to get for me, kind of digging their heels in. It is interesting at this point to step back and take a look at the whole picture. So let me ask, though, from your standpoint, what about this feels, and I want to know from the voice too, because the voice is over there. He's like, this whole entitlement personified. What about this feels so like entitled? Like, what about this feels like that for you? And I keep looking at you over here, right? I see you, and on camera, it looks like I'm speaking directly to you, right? But
you're fine.
But what about this feels entitled to you? What about this feels like it's too much? I just want to know, just from the outside looking, and I want to hear from your perspective. It seems that he's doing what he can do based on his star power. But what about you feels like this is too much?
Even though I'm a fan, I'm a huge fan of Aaron Rodgers, I personally will say I just don't feel like the star power technically is as bright as it once was. Because again, we haven't seen Aaron as Super Bowl since 2011. So it's like, we've seen you get to the playoffs. We've seen you get to I don't think you got to the NFC Championship. But like, I've seen him recently. I've seen him, get to the second round. But I haven't seen. It's like, what have you done for me lately? Besides really show your behind last year with these young receivers, and like it also gives a little bit of hesitant for those people that are, going to be playing with Aaron, because like if Aaron is going to be a jerk every single day, which again, do you, boy? You earn the right to be a jerk. But at the same time, doesn't mean everyone else believes that. I believe that because I'm a jerk. So I get it. But like, I just think it's not the same, because you have all these teams waiting. Because again, if what happens if the Jets can't meet all their demands, you just retire or you just do whatever. Like, that's wild. Because they could have easily went and got Derek Carr, Jimmy G, but they were like, no, we want to get the guy that could possibly rebirth our entire offense, because they only need a quarterback and a few other pieces to make things a little bit spicy. But a quarterback is what they desperately need. Sorry, only you believed, and oh boy, for this is only you did, Rick. So they're ready to move on. Everybody ready to move on. Everybody hung his jersey up. So it's like, Aaron, stop playing with these people. And are you coming or not? And also for us who are in media who have to cover this, are you coming or not?
You asked the question, what have you done for me lately? And I am not going to say that your premise is wrong. He isn't quite the guy that he's been, but here's why I believe that's true. So Aaron Rodgers this season, let's remember, Aaron Rodgers had to familiarize himself with his new weapons. They drafted Christian Watson in the second round. They drafted Romeo Doubs, and he had to kind of get to know these guys. They got rid of his number one wide receiver, and they consistently and almost stubbornly decided not to draft any wide receivers in the first round ever. Right. And because of that, Aaron Rodgers has to get to know these second round receivers, third round receivers. Right. He has to get to know them and then figure out, like, kind of work their game in together, getting rid of his top weapon. Now, with that being said, what I'm saying to you is that Aaron Rodgers has done a lot for us lately. Who is your 2020 MVP? League MVP?
It's Aaron Rodgers.
Who was your 2021 league MVP?
Aaron Rodgers.
What has he done for us lately, other than be the most valuable player in the league?
not get to a Super
He's
Bowl.
been the most valuable player in the league, right?
Hasn't won nothing though.
He's been the most valuable player in the league. And I'll say this also, right? And think about
Well, it
who's
helps
going up
having
against.
Devontae Adams.
It does help having Devontae Adams, but we're talking about NFC Offensive Player of the Year in 2020, right? He's also
All he has Devontae Adams.
Well, wait a minute though. Who took Devontae Adams away? Like, what happened in the situation? Didn't it trade Devontae Adams away? So what are we looking at here? And if it was just Devontae Adams, why haven't you drafted this man a wide receiver in the first round? Why haven't you done that?
The Packers have been disrespecting Aaron. I can go with you on that. The Packers have been treating Aaron like he is trash and he is ready to be thrown away. But however, he continuously shows up and does what he has to do. I give Aaron props for that. Mm-hmm. However, once they took your receiver away, took your best guy away, you said that you didn't do training camp. You didn't get a chance to learn your receivers, didn't get to work with them. You actively acted like a D-bag for no reason to these young men who you could have been mentoring and connecting with so that you could have those big moments that you had later on in the season. So I feel like that's why I'm saying what you've done for me lately, because without Devontae Adams, you are a regular schmegular white boy. And I hate that for you because that's my man. So I hate that for you. And he has made a change in the second half of the season. But why? Because he got to finally work with these young men.
Without Devontae Adams, you're a regular, schmegular white boy.
That was nasty. I'm sorry, Aaron. That was nasty. I'm sorry.
The same regular, schmegular.
I love Aaron Rodgers. Aaron, I love you dearly. Please don't think that's
white boy. Who is dominating headlines right now, right?
Well, he's that guy. He's still that chick. That guy.
You believe it's not deserved. I beg to differ because everybody in the comments, except for Legacy AD, almost everybody else, because I know this guy, right? I know this guy wishes he had Aaron Rodgers as opposed to having Russell Wilson. I know this guy does.
He's
right? I don't know who this guy's team is. I have no clue who Rob's team is. I'll be dead honest with you, right? And outside of that, we've already established you would like Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback over the guy you just paid $40 million to.
I didn't pay a dollar to.
Hey. I'm just saying.
Wasn't on. I'm Danny. Hopefully you do what we need you to do. I didn't pay Danny $1.
Listen, there are so many teams out there. The Bucks, who would much rather have an Aaron Rodgers. All these teams that would love to have Aaron Rodgers. Is he arrogant, right? Is that what's going on? Is he really arrogant? He's prideful and arrogant. He's coming off that way. He may be, right? It may be. Is it regular, smegular better than irregular? I don't know. But what I do know, thank you, voice. But what I do know is that it is well deserved. We're talking about a 4-time MVP here who knows that his value is going to add value to any team, right? He's been the most valuable player for a reason because he has a rocket for an arm, right? Yes, he is.
That's true. I'm not taking that from him.
And it's not going away. It hasn't diminished yet. So his rocket for an arm hasn't diminished, but the talent around him has taken a dive. And so now he's hoping to go to a team that has a little bit more talent around him, who did invest in a first round wide receiver, right? And who will say, we're going to put weapons around you. And they're trying to get comfortable weapons around him now. I don't love Aaron Rodgers as a person. I don't.
I do.
That's funny about this argument because I'm on this side and you're on that side. And I'll be blunt. He ain't my dude, right? If I saw Aaron out, I'm not going to say what's up, right? I might, but I ain't going to say what's up. If he said what's up to me, I might. Anyway,
you gonna definitely say what's up to me. Yeah, what's up to you?
I'm probably, if he said what's up to me, right? But I'm not gonna go out on a limb and do it because I think he's gonna try to play me, right? Because I know what type of dude Aaron Rodgers is. I'm not saying that he's not that guy. I'm not saying he's not the guy, the word you used earlier. I'm not saying that he's not
a schmegular man.
No. I'm not that, right? You called him a D something. I'm not saying he's not.
I know I did not. I censored for our show.
Yeah, and I'm censoring as well, right? So I know he's not a great guy. but he's a great player. And
Yes,
if
he
you,
is.
and you
I've
can say
never
what you
taken
want,
that
and
from
all these
him.
people can say what they want, but at the end of the day, Aaron Rodgers has every right to be acting like this, because in 3 years, this won't matter. He won't be around. He won't have this to do, right? But for right now, this is his time. This is his day. Own your story. Go on your friend's show and blow his podcast up,
Could have gone on our
right?
show and blew it up.
He could have, but you won't let him because you called him a regular smegular.
Without Devontae Adams, I don't see
But
Mr.
if he's
Automatic.
but if he's regular smegular, how did he blow up Christian Watson like he did? Think about that for a second.
Because he finally took the time to work with him.
That means yeah, go ahead. You have a solid point there. I'm not going against you. You have a solid point there. For real, you do.
We are both people that are in leadership positions.
Yes.
It takes a good what about leadership is it takes a good leader to bring up the masses. Those that are sitting there being like, well, we know how dictators do. They're great leaders until someone gets pissed off. Okay, and in this situation, Aaron was doing amazing in Green Bay. That's the only reason why I even won the Packers jersey, because I want Aaron Rodgers jersey. But then when the system didn't like him anymore, they clearly been trying to get him to go for years. He should go. I'm not saying that he should ever stay there, but I'm saying the way he's going about this is giving I'm a Diva by Beyonce. It's giving all that. And I just, as a reporter, want to know where you're going, because if you are going to the Jets, you can't bring that attitude you have. Ain't gonna fly in New York City, baby. It will not.
Big Aaron energy. That's what he's bringing. He is that guy. He knows it. He's enjoying it. He's having a great time being that guy. And right now, while all the cameras are pointed towards him, he's controlling the narrative. He's controlling the story, and he is dishing out the information how he wants to. He's even putting the Packers on blast. He'd be like, "Yo, I'm ready to go," and they are holding it up. I have zero problems with what Aaron Rodgers is doing right now.
Well, because Rick ain't writing the article on him.
Look. You want me to? Because I will.
It's all yours, bro.
Look, I will.
I was going to do it, but because I was going to give that little spaz. That's my baby. But
I know, and that's why I'm surprised you coming at him like this. This is
I'm only because I want to know where he's going, because I'm ready. I'm ready to never buy a Jets jersey, but I'm ready to see how he performs.
Yo, this boy is wild.
Okay. Like the AD cartoon series said, Jets may make the playoffs, but they won't make the AFC Championship game. You know, it's interesting because I actually want to talk to Rick about the fact that the AFC
Where's my cap? I can't find it.
Has gotten very funny. Because now they got some real competition in the AFC. They got the Bills, which the Bills are still going to be fired because they're pretty much the same team. They're all put some things up. The Patriots are looking like dumpster trash here, even though they got Juju Smith-Schuster, but they need a number one wide receiver.
Done.
And still a problem. And the Dolphins have an opportunity. They can, we don't know what's going to happen with the Dolphins, because Tua could come back and be the Tua he was this year, or Tua can, not going to say that mean thing, but Tua cannot be. Or they can get Lamar Jackson. We don't know. We don't know where that baby's going to go. So, and then you got Aaron Rodgers now added to that mix, to that conference. I know, like I was watching Get Up, and they were saying how you shouldn't automatically get excited because you see a bunch of good quarterbacks in the same conference, or also in the same division. But I'm excited to see what happens in the AFC East. Even though I'm not even an AFC gal, I'm an NFC gal, but I'm ready to see how they're gonna go. How you feel about that?
I'm excited about and I said this before. We talked to Teron Armstead at the Legacy Bowl, and he came out and said he fully believes in Tua, and they believe in Tua, and they have full confidence in Tua. And if you saw Tua early last season, before I was about to say something insensitive. But before he got hurt. Before he got hurt, right? That's when you saw at least what you hope to see in Tua from. I know we'll pull it up in a second.
We'll pull up Christy.
Yeah, we're gonna pull up all these comments in a second because we got to talk about it. But you saw from Tua what you expected to see from him, and what you saw a little bit from him at Alabama. He was distributing the ball, to his weapons with great accuracy, right, and leading that Dolphin squad. And they looked dangerous for a while. They were doing stuff that people didn't quite expect to see, right?
No.
People are wilding in these comments anyway. So look, you do something different and people got a problem, It's always it's wild. Anyway, so if
Rick you the Nehu after this.
Nehu.
Yeah. Oh, the song about fire.
Yeah. Yo, but anyway, if you look at what's going on with the AFC, I love it, right? And I think the competition is going to be crazy, and we still have missing pieces. And so you can fully hit my list on that one, right? Missing pieces, right? You still have it. And here are some of those pieces. What's going to happen with DeAndre Hopkins? We're going to get into this in a minute, right?
Yep. Rick, the sound went out, but we will be getting to that in a minute. I think right now is the perfect time to actually hit a commercial. So, Rick, let's reconvene in the next few minutes. Be right back. You can't be heard, so be right back.
Every man has to own a black suit. After you get a black suit, there's 5 suits you need to get: black, navy, gray, brown, tan. You get those 5 suits, you get yourself 2 white shirts, get yourself 2 cream color shirts and 2 powder blue shirts. You can make 75 suits with those combinations, because every last one of those pants go with every last one of those jackets. Every last one of the jackets goes with every last one of the pants. You cannot mess up. The beige pants will go with the gray jacket. The gray jacket goes with the brown pants. The black pants go with everything.
Hey guys, welcome back. Also, for the ladies, we don't wear suits over here, but we do wear suits. Ladies, same thing. Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna say I'm done, but I was gonna say same thing, ladies. You get you those same colors in dresses or in pants and a top. You can definitely make those things match too. So let's get back to some football. We're gonna go back to free agency and I don't know why, Rick. Why are you RBC right now? I'm confused. It's R&B night.
Yo, okay.
The shades are fire, and I would have them, and it would be different.
Thank you. So here we go. You want to go through some of these comments right quick?
Yep, let's do that.
Let's do it. All right, cool. Crispy said, we can start there. Actually, no, hold on. Let's go up a little bit more before we hop in. Let's say Rodgers comes off as very prideful and arrogant. We put this on the screen earlier. And I see that, right? I see what people are saying, but he's not coming off as prideful and arrogant new. This been Aaron Rodgers. This ain't nothing new. Like, am I lying? You've been a fan?
I think people are now just seeing more of his personality.
Okay.
Yeah, they haven't seen it.
So you think they're coming into the knowledge of it? They didn't know it before.
Yeah, they didn't know.
Okay. Smegular regularly coming up small in key moments. Do you agree with the statement?
Yeah. Right now, until I see Aaron change a few of his, how he's performing, I can't get behind it, man. You ain't Mr. Automatic when you be a regular schmegular.
Look, I am not gonna lie to you. At the end of the day, I feel like this Aaron Rodgers with that Jet squad, they're not only going to the AFC Championship game, they're headed to the Super Bowl. And
Rick has lost his mind, y'all.
Say what you want. They're going to the Super Bowl. If you looked at that squad, look, that Jets defense last year was legit, and you can't throw on Sauce. You cannot throw on Sauce Gardner. You can't do it, right? And so because that boy's locked down, you have the rest of the defense coming together. All they need is a few more pieces. You're talking about Aaron Rodgers. That team was good with a with the mother lover, right? Now you're talking about the ultimate. So now you're talking about Aaron Rodgers, an MVP, a guy who can come in and do what? Ooh, this is gonna touch. And do what Peyton Manning did late in his career when he went to the Broncos. And that team was basically put together. They just needed a quarterback. They had Tebow, and Tebow brought him as far as he could, right?
Yeah.
But they just needed a guy. And Peyton Manning came in and showed, hey, I'm the guy you need. Let's take you over the hump. And he did, and they won a Super Bowl, right? So this is not, and you're talking about another team like the Rams. The Rams were a good team. They had everything put together. They just needed a guy, right, to get them over the hump. And then you bring in Matthew Stafford. He takes them over the hump, and then boom, they get to where they're trying to go. This has all the makings of a team that's ready-made for a great quarterback to come in there and bring them to the next step. So y'all can say what y'all want, right? Y'all can say what y'all want. All right, here we go. Let's get to more stuff. Yeah, we saw that one. How you feel about this one?
The AFC is greater than the XFL, the USFL, and the NFC. Okay, Crispy, relax. The NFC is fire too. Okay.
I don't know what this would mean.
Wait, face blue smiley. Wait, I don't know what's.
I think he's putting in emojis in it and then translating well.
Oh,
right, let me see. All right. The Jets are not beating the Chiefs or the Bengals in the playoffs if they have to play one another.
well,
Your thoughts?
you know, that one. I think he might be right about that.
He's not right.
I don't know. Like, you know, until we actually know how the Chiefs and Bengals look. They've been working with the same people for a little bit of time now. Aaron, I gotta wait to see how Aaron is acclimated into the Jets before I can even say anything. I can't say that. Nope, Jets Super Bowl, it's done. No, I can't say that.
Those teams had major flaws, like the Chiefs. There was flaws with the Chiefs. There were flaws with the Bengals, and they were able to overcome it because they weren't playing elite defenses towards the end. They just weren't. Right. And so as you look at these teams and you see kind of where they're headed, you're not playing elite defenses and you don't have to play against a quarterback who's remarkable. So you play against a great defense and a remarkable quarterback. Now you have all the makings to take advantage of the weaknesses that are on those great teams. So the only other team that should have been that great, I thought the Bills were that. I thought the Bills have a good defense and have a great quarterback, but they showed flaws and they had problems, with their defense as well. So I'm thinking, and even with the Ravens were supposed to be that, right? Great defense, good quarterback. They don't have it. And now you're talking about a Jets team that will have a phenomenal defense plus a great quarterback. Stop it, right? Stop it. All right. V, that's all for the comments. We'll get back to them in a second. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Rick got them shades on like his future so bright.
My goodness. Look at Mahomes' record versus top defenses.
You tell me Mahomes' record versus top defenses and phenomenal quarterbacks, and we can get back to that conversation. All right.
All right. So let's get to some quick free agent moves. So again, like I told you guys today, as of today, Juju Smith-Schuster will be going to New England to try to help out there. They Juju just got a ring with the Chiefs. He was able to get that contract extended, and now he's going to get some more money. I still believe that the Patriots have more to do there. They need they need a number one receiver. They still don't have one. So until they do that, I think Mac Jones is still in some deep water in that AFC East with all these changes being made. Rick, you have a quarterback. We already talked about Derek Carr. Okay, you also got a new defensive tackle. Talk about it.
Yo, I'm so geeked about us getting a defensive tackle because as of yesterday, we had nobody.
See, come on, R&B, Rick.
And I'm not saying we had nobody good. I'm saying literally we had nobody. We've lost most of our defensive line to the rest of the NFC South. They took Shy Tuttle from us. The Panthers did that. The Falcons came off and spent a whole bunch of money for David Onyemata, right? And these are names most people don't even recognize because they're not that great. But but
they're your players.
Yeah, my guys. But these guys are gone, right? Saints fans know Shy Tuttle because Shy Tuttle is the one who stiff-armed Matt Ryan into the grave, right? That didn't come out right, but stiff-armed him into the grave, right? And then David Onyemata, he's been a pretty good fan favorite for a while, but we lost both of those guys, and then we lost Marcus Davenport to the Vikings, who went for a 1-year, $13 million deal, right? And so we've lost a lot of our guys, and before those guys, we didn't have nobody for real. So we literally didn't have any defensive tackles. We couldn't even start. Like if somebody was like, okay, let's play a game tomorrow, we didn't have any defensive tackles to play that game. But now we do. We got 2. And so what I love was I was at work and got a message in our group me today from Will Smith, who was like, "You got a good one, bro." And so I looked at it, right? Saw it on Twitter and saw that we got Saunders, and I'm like, "Yo, boy is really nice." Right? He's the big 6 foot 324-pound guy who can do backflips, right? Who can do flips. He's that type of athletic, right? Tyrann Mathieu came out and he was like, "Oh, you know what? I've gone on too long about this, but I am excited, to say the least. I am excited about us having 2 guys now on our defensive line. Him and a guy named Prince Anyamata or something like that. But yeah, I really, really, I'm happy to have somebody at the defensive tackle spot. I also feel like it's not like we have to draft a lot of guys now, but I still feel like we will. But I mean, I felt before those moves, geez, I didn't know what we were gonna do.
All right. Also, what took place today, Ezekiel Elliott has been cut from the Cowboys. So Feed Zeke is officially over in Dallas. So I don't know. I feel like that shouldn't have been done. But then at the same time, I don't watch Cowboy football, so I'm gonna keep it moving. I like Zeke. I like him, but at the same time, he has, getting older, kid. Everyone get older. They're getting faster and stronger. We getting older. That's all I'm saying. Shout out to Darian Waller for coming to New York. We're so excited. Awesome. Come on, eye candy. But also the talent, and also give Danny Jones some more weapons because, man, we still need a receiver and we're not doing what we're supposed to do. Shout out to Jimmy G for officially having a home. He's going to be a Raider, and he still can be with all the hoes. So shout out to Jimmy G. It worked out good for him. Woo! Sterling Shepard got re-signed to the Giants as well. Yay! So I'm just ready to see how this goes. Let's stay healthy. A few things I saw. Actually, you can say something while I pull up.
Do it again. Yay!
Yay!
Yay! Yo, I'm gonna say a few things. I feel like, and people are saying Zeke is cooked. I went back today and looked at some of his highlights from 2017, right? And
Rick, you bugged out. Why you gonna say 17?
That's where I go when I want things to be nice. So, I went back to 2017 and looked at some of Ezekiel Elliott highlights and wanted to see how much of his burst is gone. Because it's apparent that some of his burst is missing, but I want to see how much of it is gone, right? And in 2017, he didn't look like he had that much more burst than he has right now. I looked at his highlights from this year, compared them to 2022. It didn't look like he had, tremendous loss of speed. But what he does have is a much different level of talent on that offensive line. It's really that simple, right? And he also has speed comparison issues because you look at his speed in comparison to Tony Pollard, and it's like, that's different, right? Yeah. And it is different. So you look at Zeke. I don't believe Zeke is ridiculously cooked. I just don't think that he can go into an offense and be the feature guy anymore. I think he's more of a short yardage type of guy.
If I need to get that last yard or those last 2 yards, I'm gonna put Zeke in. But if I need to actually make a play, that's not.
So I'm gonna say that I don't think Zeke is cooked. I don't think Zeke is gonna ever see big money again, right? And so I think somebody may pay Zeke a little bit to come and be our short yardage guy.
Yep.
I don't see Zeke really killing it in the market no more. As far as Jimmy G is concerned, I like that move. I like that move a lot.
I'm excited to see. Again, the Raiders. I feel like I don't think that was Derek Carr's fault. All his fault. I really don't, because he had some games when he was really playing. However, they just didn't want him. But I think Jimmy G going to the Raiders is a great move for him. Again, it keeps him in his area. He want to be in Cali. You're right around the corner, so it's like you're right there. You have Devontae Adams, who's gonna make you look good. Well, hopefully, we'll see. But like he's gonna make you look good. You have a really solid defense and a team that's ready to rock and roll. So I'm ready to see that. And shout out to Miles Sanders for being picked up by the Panthers. That happened as within the last within the last hour. So we still got Jerry Jeudy still out there. So the Patriots fans are probably trying to snatch that somehow. And so it's Odell Beckham Jr. So we don't know where either one of the, and also Devon Hopkins. Oh my God, what's his name? I lost his name. What's the baby's name? What's the baby's name? DeAndre Hopkins. He's still out there as well. So we can see where we're gonna be. Yeah, no, don't come back in now. But I already figured it out. But like, yes, he's still in there as well. So we're gonna see where these three stars end up, because they could either be right where they are, home, or be moving very, very soon. So Rick, are you ready to go to another commercial? Because we got some March Madness to talk about.
Yo, right okay. Before can I tell these people what I feel about these things we're seeing in the comment?
Oh, because yeah, bring up the comments. I'm sorry. Yeah.
They just wilding. But
wild comments.
I'm gonna say this. Okay, let's go through some of them right quick. Right. Let's see. Oh God, I forgot. I clicked on the wrong one. Yo, I was, you know,
we're gonna get some Pat Mahomes stats from the one, the only.
You can't be around this dude for 13 seconds without hearing about the greatness of Patrick Mahomes. I'm telling you, that boy's gonna give you that good news about Patrick Mahomes. The gospel of Patrick Mahomes will be preached if you're around. Yo, Jimmy G is about to get exposed outside that Shanahan offense. Stop playing with Jimmy G.
Stop playing with our model quarterback. He's doing the best he can.
The best he can.
The best he can.
and if dude don't get hurt so much, if he does not get hurt so much, he is looked at a lot differently. And he's going back to a system that he's familiar with. Yeah. The same system where he was about to replace Tom Brady. People made a case for him to replace Tom Brady. Why? Because they did. Go back and look at the problem between Tom Brady, right, and Belichick. They made a case for Jimmy G to be the guy, the next, the heir apparent, right? And that's why he had to get out of there. Let me tell you something. Stop playing with Jimmy G. He's going to give you a solid 8 games and kill it. All right.
Exactly.
So let me see. Well, see whose fault it is this year when he's with the Saints. He's talking about Derek Carr.
Well, you know. Rick knows what he's getting there.
Let me tell you, I know what I'm about to get in Derek Carr, and is a solid guy.
Exactly. Come on, Derek Carr.
Is anybody actually checking for the Panthers? Yes, I am, and they're scary.
Yeah, because unfortunately, that's his.
They are scary. They are scary. The Panthers are scaring me. They're going to get the first pick in the draft. They're visiting. Adam Thielen is visiting over there, and that's already a problem, right? Now they don't have a solid number 1 wide receiver because they got rid of DJ Moore, but to have Adam Thielen with any amount of stuff they got going on there is great, and that defense is scary good. That boy Horn at cornerback is ridiculous. I look at Sauce Gardner and Horn as guys who are very comparable. I don't know if you know him or not. That boy cold-blooded. Let me see. Bryce, Jordan, Mahomes. Oh, yeah. He's thinking they're going to go get Bryce Young. Bro, I'll keep it a buck with you, Dante. I think it's Stroud, to be honest. Let me see. Raiders, when Jimmy G is getting cooked in 2023, he's doing the best he can.
He's doing the best he can.
Jimmy, why shut Garoppolo?
Oh, y'all leave Jimmy G alone. That pretty model is doing everything he can.
That boy doing the best he can.
The best he can.
All right, you ready for this commercial?
I am. Let's get to it.
Let's get to it. Let me see. Yeah, let's go here.
It's not just about the love of the game. It's about dedication and commitment through the process and the patience to endure. There's joy in reaching your goals and peace in knowing you've done all you're supposed to do. Ozell brand. It's not just a brand, it's a lifestyle.
So again, shout out to our sponsor, Ozell Brand, for this episode. Thank you, Ozell Brand, for sponsoring us and also doing everything that you do. That amazing. Yep, you go.
I just want to tell y'all, Ozell's in Walmart now.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wally world.
The sponsors in Walmart, y'all. Like real talk. So you can go to Walmart.com and type in Ozell Brand, and you can get the shoes straight from Walmart.com. And so shout out to the homie making ridiculously awesome moves, right? That boy Titus Ozell Golden is headed straight to the top.
I love it. And since since you're in Walmart now, maybe you can fill it a little more. Okay, I'm just saying, it's a little, look around a little bit.
We are very grateful for what we already get. Thank you, Mr. Sponsor.
So grateful for it. Thank you so much for sponsoring the episode and doing all that you do. Your shoes are amazing. You can get you amazing sneakers and amazing cleats at ozellbrand.com. Another amazing commercial done by the one and only Will Smith, who's in the comments running amok today. So shout out to you, Will Smith, for your amazing camera work and amazing commercial that you put together for our amazing sponsor. So, Rick, it's official. As of tomorrow, March Madness is here. For those, I know that Rick and I are football people, but guess what? One thing, this girl right here loves some college basketball. And I am so excited because one thing, I watch college basketball all the time. I don't know why I love Duke so much. I just been all in, and I just been, I'm a Duke girl. Like, why change when you can just be great? Okay, so I'm here for Duke, and I am just going to say right now, read off the official teams going to March Madness starting tomorrow at 12. So if you have not done your bracket yet, if all y'all who be betting, y'all shouldn't be betting because I don't bet. But if you do bet, you better get your bracket done before 12 o'clock tomorrow because you ain't going to be a part of that money. I'll tell you that right now. But hey, Rick, I'm just letting y'all know.
I'm doing mine right now.
Okay.
Kansas.
Kansas can't see. That's why he don't make no money. But anyway. So I'm gonna read you guys who's in it. From the South, we have Alabama, the number 1 seed. We taking on Texas A&M CC, the number 16 seed. I'm going down. So then we got Maryland, number 8 seed. We taking on West Virginia, the number 9. Then we got San Diego State taking on Charleston, which San Diego State is the 5th seed. Charleston is the 12th seed. Then we have the 4th seed, Virginia, taking on the 13th seed, Furman. I don't know who that is, but okay, shout out to them. Then we got the 6th seed, Creighton, taking on NC State, the 11th seed. We have Baylor, the 3rd seed, taking on UCSB, the 14th seed. And then we got Mizzou. Yep, I see you, voice. I see you. See you. The 7th seed taking on Utah State, the 10th. And then we have, for the 2nd seed in the South, we have Arizona taking on Princeton, the 15th seed. So now we're going to pivot. I'm going down this ESPN list. I'm going to be real with y'all. All right, we're going to the East. I don't know why I went from South to East, but we're going there. Number 1, Purdue will be taking on Fair Dickinson, which is the 16th seed. And then we got Memphis taking on, is that FAU, Florida? FAU, the 9th seed.
Come on now, get it together.
I'm trying. I ain't got my glasses on. Okay, the 5th seed is Duke. Woo! Taking on the 12th seed Oral Roberts. I hate the name of that school. That just sounds so dumb. But I'm sorry. I probably said my granddaddy. I'm so rude. Okay. The 4th seed is.
You're going to get us kicked off YouTube.
No, my fault. The 4th seed is Tennessee taking on the 13th seed Louisiana. The 6th seed is Kentucky taking on 11th seed Providence. The 3rd seed is Kansas State taking on Montana State. Look at Montana State. Anybody don't care about you. Look at you. But and then we got the 7th seed is Michigan State taking on the 10th USC. The 2nd seed Marquette is taking on the 15th seed Vermont. Midwest, here we go. Let's get jiggy with it. We got the number 1 seed Houston taking on the 16th seed is North Kentucky. And then we got 8 taking on 9, Iowa, Auburn. Then we got the 5th seed, Miami, taking on the 12th seed, Drake. We have the 4th seed, which is Indiana, taking on the 13th seed, which is Kent State. We have the 6th seed, which is Iowa State, taking on the 11th, which is Pitt. We have the 3rd seed, which is Xavier. Well, Xavier. That's the right one. Taking on the 14th seed, Kennesaw State. Why are you based like that?
Because it is.
Okay, I'm just being real. And then we got the 7th seed, which is Texas A&M, taking on the 10th, which is Penn State. The 2nd seed, which is Texas, taking on the 15th seed, which is Colgate. The West. All right, we're down to the last conference right here, y'all. Okay, we got Rick's number 1 seed, Kansas, taking on Howard, number 16. Shout out to Howard for HBCU, period, being in there. So then we got the number 8 seed, which is Arkansas, taking on the number 9, which is Illinois. Well, then we got the number 5 seed, which is St. Mary's, taking on the 12th, which is VCU. We got number 4, UConn, taking on number 3. So wait. Is that what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't like that name. But I don't like them. But the number 13 seed. And well, I don't know who TCU is taking on because they're just empty, but they're just there too. Oh, Rick, now you're gonna put up there, you pain in the, And then we got the number 3 seed, which is Gonzaga, taking on number 14 seed, which is Grand Canyon. And then we got the 7th seed, which is Northwestern, taking on the 10th seed, Boise State. And the last on this list to read off is UCLA, number 2 seed, taking on number 15, which is UNC Asheville. So, guys, if you are into March Madness like me and Rick are, you better get that bracket done tonight. Get your bracket done. Yes, I'm Dante. I'm not gonna say that name. I ain't gonna try it. So, I'm gonna pull Portia. I ain't gonna try it. So, so get your March Madness brackets done, because throughout this whole tournament, and also on this show, you will be hearing us talk a little bit about which games caught our eyes throughout the whole tournament.
I'm gonna give these people some advice. I'm giving some advice. I like Gonzaga, and I don't really know much, but these feelings are coming to me as I'm looking at the bracket.
Wow, he ain't watched not one game, y'all.
Listen, I feel it, and I'm never losing too much.
You always. Well,
I got Kansas beating Howard. I can almost guarantee you that. Let me see. Texas versus Colgate.
I hope they're upset just because.
I hope they're upset too. I really do. I love Howard. But I got Colgate losing to Texas. I'm gonna kill it. Let me tell you. I'm gonna give y'all one more clue just for y'all who need this kind of help.
Yeah, one more.
I got Miami beating Drake.
All right, you guys heard Rick's picks.
You heard it here first.
Those are his picks for this week's March Madness. So we're gonna go to another commercial. Then I think we should probably go one more commercial.
Yeah, and then we can tell them that good XFL news right after this commercial.
Yep, and we'll get to XFL news. All right, be right back.
Yeah. Come on, let go, man. Yeah. I wanna be remembered for the good I did, not for accolades and accomplishments. Did I treat people with the love of God? Walk in my purpose, seeking no applause. Did I tear down idols that were in my way? And in my darkest moments, did I keep the faith? Here to give a message, man, forget the fame. Can't allow our hearts to remain the same. We need to change. Forget the money, the cars, and the clothes. None of that's gonna last when it's our time to go. Gotta stay focused, gotta run your race. Time to get to it, cause we in the last days. Tell me what's your legacy? What's your legacy? What's your legacy? Tell me what's your legacy?
I'm gonna say one thing. I'm a little tired of these Christians telling us that we're in the last days, because y'all scaring me. I'll be scared. So I'm just gonna say that. I'm scared. But I love the song. Shout out
That's
to
what we're here to do.
I'm just saying I'm scared. I don't like being scared.
It's okay. That's why you don't have to be scared if you choose Jesus. Let me talk to you a minute about Jesus Christ.
Shout out to Jesus. She's gonna shout out randomly.
The whole point.
Shout out to Jesus for just doing his thing. This
You don't gotta be fearful if your future is secure, and your future can be secure today if you know Jesus Christ. I talked to you about it.
Look at him trying to save souls. Like
I'm just being honest. You don't gotta be scared. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Hashtag Jesus Christ.
Let me know. Go for it, man.
So shout out to Will Smith for an amazing video for his amazing comic book that you guys should definitely check out. You can find his comic book Legacy AD on the Instagram Legacy AD and check it out. Get it for your young ones. Well, younger ones. I would say preteen. I'm gonna say preteen age.
You can get it for them, but I'll be honest with you. I mean, you've seen the comic book. I've seen it myself. It's a good read, regardless. Yeah, the illustrations are really great. And I feel like at any age, at any stage of your Christian walk, you can really like rock with even if you're just interested, or you just like comics. Yeah, it's still a dope comic book. So yeah, any age, but go for it, man.
But yeah, so if you guys are interested, definitely look at it, check it out. It's amazing, great artwork. So guys, it's XFL time. So all you guys who hate spring football, guess what? It actually hasn't been terrible. The XFL it's actually been pretty interesting, and actually we had some games that were great and some games that were trash in the can. But I am proud to say that I have been to 2 XFL games this year. And guess what? Not just as like y'all with the beer and the hot dog and the fries. I'm not eating fries because it's plant. But I'm not like that. I'm in the press box, baby. Period. This chick up in there really making some things happen up in there. Getting the interviews, getting to meet the players, met the quarterbacks and them and the coach. I ain't gonna talk about that. But the coach and them, I met them, talked to them, and they're all pretty cool. Oh, we gotta get to these comments. We're trifling. But so I just want to let you guys know that you guys should really look into the XFL. There are some horrific plays that you're like, my son could kick a better field goal than that. And he's 3. And then you're gonna be like, my mother can throw a better pass than that, and she's 60. But then with all those, there's some great plays made, and there's some amazing catches, some amazing throws, amazing tackles. I'll be like, dang, is he okay? Because XFL really is giving you a really good product. After actually being there and watching and getting to really hear some of these stories, it's a redemption story for a lot of these players out there. So I really think you guys should invest in a little bit of time. Even just turn it off for a second, be like, what is this garbage? You're like, oh shoot, this is a great game. Because I have definitely had an opportunity to see a few. As you guys know, I live in the DMV area, so I cover the DC Defenders, and I've seen some really competitive games. And also I've seen a bad one, but I've seen some really competitive games that went down to the wire that was amazing comeback wins. So I will let you guys know what your XFL games will be this week, because we got Thursday night football. See, we've been talking about football all show, and you got Thursday night football. We got the Roughnecks taking on the Seattle Dragons at 10:30. That's a late. Oh, never mind, you ain't gonna watch that. But it's on ESPN if you are up on ESPN. And the Roughnecks are 4-0, and the Seattle Dragons are kind of they have those good games and bad games. They're 2-2, so you could see a competitive game there. But Saturday night, this is some late games. Saturday night, you got some things going on because DC Defenders will be taking on the Battlehawks in Missouri at 7:00, and you can catch the Guardians taking on the Vipers at 10. And then for Sunday night football, you got the Renegades taking on the Brahmas. I never heard of them, but okay, you're taking on them at 9:00. And I actually had the amazing opportunity to meet one of the stars of the DC Defenders, which is their that's not quarterback. Well, I met him too, but we ain't gonna talk about that. I met their receiver, Lucky Jackson, who is actually a delight. And he's been a lot of fun. And I've actually showed my team some of the videos, because I don't know what to do with them because I don't know editing. But he's a great kid, and he's actually saying that, he feels like they got it this year. They might be the ones to take it all the way. So y'all who didn't think XFL was competitive, these boys be really playing out there. They give it their all every single week, and you guys should definitely check it out. And we have decided, me and Rick decided we're going to do a XFL segment until the league is over. And we're going to talk about some of these games, but not today. But we are going to get to your comments before we head out for the day. Rick, bring the comments up so we can get to answering some of these messages.
Yes, ma'am. All right, first we got Crispy. Dang, I'm too old. And that's exactly why
Not too old
I said
to
it.
comic.
He was, I said, you're not too old. And then Will came back with, nah, you ain't too old.
See?
Right?
It got a demon in it. Trust me, you're not too old.
I know some Guardian fans, right?
Okay, come on.
So we'll see. All right, and say we did talk about we showed this before, bro. The XFL is so underrated as a league.
Yeah, it's actually really good.
It is. It is really good. How they treating you in that press box though?
They gave me pizza.
That's not bad. Like it changes from week to week. How they do you the first week?
Pizza.
All right.
We get pizza. Doesn't help when you're dieting, but it's okay.
It's okay.
I always get a cocktail.
Since you don't know much, why are you giving advice? He's talking to me about my March Madness. Let me tell you something, voice. Brother, every year I select very close to the winner for March Madness. Almost every single year. I'm just good. I don't know. I can't explain it. I wish I could. I wish I watched like college basketball and could tell you why I'm so good. I don't even know. I just know pick the one seed and then sometimes don't. Okay,
so I guess you're gonna see me and Rick's Rick, we should actually post our brackets. We're gonna post our brackets by noon tomorrow. You guys can either be like, you guys are the dumbest people in the world, which you'll never think about us, or you'd be like, wow, these are some March Madness geniuses. I will say right now, for the past 6 years, I've been the 93 percentile of correct.
I'm so last year I won close to it all, right? I just didn't pick the winner, but I got so look, I'm just nice. I don't know. I can't explain it.
Same, I'm really nice with this.
We just lost our HBCU followers. He said
no, we didn't, because you got HBCU grad right here.
Right, and I'm Grambling.
Okay, Grambling, University of Louisiana. Don't play over here. Don't play with.
Me? Actually, we the only two on the whole network except for except for Queen Marva, right?
Yeah.
But outside of Queen Marva, it's only us. We the HBCU team. So the HBCU team should be here. Big facts. Let me see. You get a chance to meet Rock the Dwayne Johnson yet?
Not yet.
Let me tell you something. If she met the Rock, that would have led off the show. Would have led off. It would have been the first thing we talked about. She would have came in and she'd have been like, I met the Rock. And that would have been the beginning of the show. Straight up.
I met a lot of the players and I met their whole media team and great people.
In the Gospel of Patrick Mahomes, the Reverend Will Smith saying the Chiefs are about to make a move, right?
So something could be breaking right before.
And he is right. The Kansas City Chiefs have converted $12 million of MVP quarterback Patrick Mahomes' 2023 roster bonus into a signing bonus, creating $9.6 million in cap space. This may be a move to bring in DeAndre Hopkins. If they bring in DeAndre Hopkins, I'm sorry. I'm no longer a Chiefs hater. I'm back on the bandwagon. And they're headed to the Super Bowl.
No need to stop. They're gonna go straight there.
They're headed straight to the Super Bowl. What games you go to, V? V, tell them where you at. You won it. You with the Defenders every weekend, right?
Yeah. I went to the game last week when they played the Vipers, and I went to the game when they played the Battlehawks. The first home game, I was actually unfortunately sick, so I wasn't there when they played the Seattle Dragons.
Let me see. We got if V met the Rock, that would have been the whole show.
Well, you already know how ignorant I would have been.
Not lying. His name is the Dwayne. Y'all ridiculous. Let me see. The Brahmas are the Rock's baby. That's the bulls on his bicep. The Brahma bull. Oh yeah. Oh wow!
I want to Rock do what the heck I love when people do what they want to do.
Why did he name the team the Brahma Bulls though?
I was like, what the heck is a Brahma?
Look, if you follow, and I thought it, but I didn't put it together. Yo, like okay, so he always used to be the Brahma, right? That was his whole vibe. And I didn't think he would name a team after that. Why didn't he just call them the Brahma Bulls though? Okay. All right. Let me see. Any ones we missed?
Great product.
It's a great product. All right, pizza is way better than water soup.
Boy, if someone gave you water soup, you should. Nope. See, we're working on ourselves.
Public school failed everybody but The Voice. Joke's on you. I went to a Christian academy.
And he was private.
I didn't go.
He didn't go to them
until much later on. So joke's on you, buddy. Go ahead. Go for it, Nora. Nah, I did go to public school later in high school. Go for it, Nora.
Shout out to public schools. Okay, I went to public school and went all through life. Well, I went to Catholic school for a little bit, but I went to public school for most of my life and graduated and went to a Catholic college. But it is what it is. Okay, shout out to public schools.
Whatever, yo. The private school kicked me out. They told me, like, they stopped me 2 weeks before the end of the school and said, "This is your last day, sir. You got to leave."
That's OD.
That's facts.
I hate that for you.
These are facts. They had 2 more weeks of school. They was doing all the parties, giving out all the candy and the cake and all the kind of awards. And it was like, "Sir, this is it for you."
They're like, "You have ran your course."
The 6th grade is over for you, buddy.
It's over. Pack your things and leave. Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning into this very interesting episode. And again, shout out to Aaron Rodgers for being that diva. We love it. We love to see someone just do what the heck I love seeing white men do what you want to do. I'm gonna say about that. And shout out to all
regular
man doing what the heck he want to do. Love it for him. And we are so happy that you guys tuned in today. Thank you so much. I believe tomorrow is a live. We have another show tomorrow, correct?
Yeah. We got MVPU going live tomorrow. And shout out to Not the Same Podcast and Not the Same Podcast. Their regular show is going live tomorrow on their channel. They did their show on our channel tonight. Well, actually on our collective, like them and us, our collective channel. Tonight they did it. Their sports show, which is ridiculously awesome, by the way. So y'all should check that out. Y'all check that out. It's it starts at 7:00, right? Eastern Standard Time. I believe. Yeah, 7:00 Eastern Standard Time. So y'all should check that out. And then their show tomorrow on their channel. Please go and check them out. They are ridiculous, y'all. So
I believe they're doing Bible study. So come on, y'all Christians.
No, tomorrow's their regular show. Tuesday is their Bible study. Wednesday is their sports show, and then Thursday is their show where they talk about Christian hip hop. And they give the it's their show, and a lot of people are there normally.
All right, you guys definitely check them out. Tomorrow I will be on at 6:30 Eastern Time. Man, it's gonna be crunching tight for me on the Sam and Matt Talk podcast. So you guys can definitely follow my Instagram at Nora_the_Titch, and you guys get to click in and join and listen into the podcast and them talk about me, she, female in sports, and again about my foundation hitting its second year and how our scholarships are out there. Thank you.
Can we pause for a second? Can y'all show V some love in the chat right quick? Like y'all here,
helping
man.
These kids, man.
Y'all show V some love in the chat. Ain't nobody out here doing it like that. Just drop some love in the chat for V right quick, y'all. Let me see. Let's get as many like emojis, hearts, and loves and stuff in the chat. Let's see. Can we do it?
I see recipes to diabetes is the first thing I see. That's hilarious. Y'all
can we get some love in the chat? I think this is love. Yes, this is love. There we go. That's love.
Shout out to you, Dante, for the Choco Taco. They took it away.
That's love. That's love.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank y'all. Go for it. Yeah, show some love in the chat. Show some love in the chat.
Thank you. I'm so
wash hands. I think this is an emoji not translating again.
Yeah.
We got hard. I think it was clap hands, but it said wash hands. Thank
you guys so much.
Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all.
Continuously do what I gotta do to help the kids in this world have a better world, because we had a good one. Well, good-ish one. I want them to have a great one. That's all.
V's out there making America great again. All right. We
are on that note. We're going to head on out, guys. We'll see you next week, same time. Well, actually, 8:15. We're going to do our best to be 8:15. Okay, because this takes time. Okay, so we're gonna be 8:15 next week. Thank you guys for coming through. Tell us what you want to talk about. We can bring more topics. We'll see where Aaron's gonna go or if he's gonna be doing whatever. But we'll tell you all about it next week, and we'll let you know how well Duke is doing in the madness, and if Kansas already got
Duke will be eliminated by that time.
Kansas will be gone. But we'll catch you next week, and y'all take care and be safe. Bye.